The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So, a breakthrough already. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Great ball if he can get there. Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Zola plays it short. Kaká! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Played into space out wide. Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Arsenal find a position of and he shoots! Chance for a shot! They've scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So, just a consolation, or face-to-face with the keeper. Rummenigge! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rijkaard. Oh, that's delightful. He has found the way through. And he's there to belt it away. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that's put paid to a promising move. Arsenal finding their passes. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And this is Cruyff. Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Irwin makes the interception. Yaya Toure. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Piqué. Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that has left him in a heap. Goes down, but nothing given. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Oh, can he finish? It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And smartly reclaimed. Kaka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Irwin is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he was alert to it. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Can he finish? And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Chelsea are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Bullet coming on, a player of legendary status.
Well, it's great we get to see him play. The fans have been calling for him to come on pretty much since the game began.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you...
And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to
Okay,
one
bhai. Hello,
decisive
hello.
moment.
Bolo, bhai, bolo. Good morning.
Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Schmeichel, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zola. Kaka. Very nicely done. Kaka! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chance! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Quarter of an hour played. He's found a way past. It could be in. And a chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Kaka conjures time and space where few can. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard cuts it out. Played out wide. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that could well leave a mark. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. No goals as yet. And it's Kaka. Kaka. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's made its way to him. Now the delivery. And that should get the job done. Zola. And that's really well manoeuvred. And smartly reclaimed. Zola. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's in a good position here. Rijkaard. Cafu. Pele. Cruyff. Oh, good-looking ball. David Villa, a probing pass. Cafu deals. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Kaka, quietly revving up. Yaya Toure. Pele. And here's Cruyff. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hello.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Zola plays it short. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Villa. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, a robust challenge. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nice bit of trickery.
Zola really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Schmeichel claims comfortably. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? And Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! A finish of true class! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant. Zola!
Arsenal surely have to be
decent chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Decent progress down the left. Kaka. Zola. And this is Zola. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Kaka in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's a fine ball. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Zola with the short one. And he's in on goal. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely bit of skill. Zola! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
No goals as yet. Neymar showing great feet there. Kaka. plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yaya Toure. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zola proves just a little bit too strong. And Cruyff! Same again, same outcome. This their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Skims one. He's had a shot! It was a good ball that, played into his feet.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
And it's Neymar. Beckenbauer. And it's Kaká. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kaká. It's a good run down the right. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Neymar picks it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beckenbauer, he shifted it to the flank. And they've got a throw. And it's Neymar. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kaká. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a shade optimistic. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Hello, bhai, hello.
Any strong opinions
Good
on the
morning
first
सभी
half?
लोगों को.
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar, he's picked his way through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Crunching tackle. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Mohamed Salah. Kaká. Now it's Messi. Messi running with the ball. And it's Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Great vision. Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. That'll be a throw-in. Yaya Toure. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Bangladesh truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Arsenal are down to 10 men. And this is Bebeto. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Zola. Irwin has it in a wide position. And that's been drilled in. Zola! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle. And when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Looking for the run. Oh, that's clever. It's a promising position. Now the cross. Oh, smashing header! Irwin. Now Kaká. Mbappe. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Played back. Now, can they get him away? Irwin deals with that comfortably. Now it's Pelé. And it's Kaká. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. Has a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
So it is still 0-0. McAllister is always looking to break lines. India trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the...
It's Gerrard! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he finish? He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Zola tries from a long way out. Belletti. Schlotterbeck. McAllister. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Great vision. Brilliantly cut out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Belletti. Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's hoisted clear. That's a throw.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Mendes stood his ground strongly. Kaka. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Belletti. Chiellini. Conte. Short changes him with that pass. Yaya Toure. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nicely aimed pass. He's going for goal! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are cruising away. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
A case now of complete control.
Arsenal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just 5 minutes left. Kaka looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's Rijkaard. Gerrard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Kante receives it in a wide position. And that intercept. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely. He was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Played back into the centre. And here's Pato. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And Batistuta! In for the pieces! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in a great position here.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Best. That is a brilliant interception. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wriggles his way through. Oh, just Totti! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In he goes again! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness. Could be danger here. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a lovely, neat pass. And that is expertly dealt with. Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? Oh, look at the space here. It's Pato! Oh, that wasn't far away. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Great vision. That's tidy. And he's managed to get free. And he welcomes in Totti! It's there! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Arsenal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one. Just enjoy it.
Arsenal head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Nicely shaped ball. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal finding their passes. Out towards the flank. He is through here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Rodri. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Bellingham. Rijkaard. Best. Neymar. And here's Pato. Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Caceres picks it up out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. Out again for a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's cut it out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's going to be a booking. Batistuta. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's in space and looking for options. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception, well timed.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that is that. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Best picking up the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? He's got away! It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Dink through. Kaka driving. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Messi. Kaka. Played out wide. Cafu. Oh, sweet feet. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's found a way through. Lovely feet.
Oh, really well played.
Messi. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Arsenal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Irwin. Oh, they could be caught out here. Cleared without complication. We are into overtime. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar...
And Del Piero! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Referee's given a throw. Yaya Toure. Looking to play him in, and he's in on goal. Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! About as smooth as it gets. And they are pulling clear here. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Aimed beyond the defence. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. PK. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Del Piero. Quality ball. Now it's Del Piero. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away. And this is Perez. Best.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Arsenal are almost home and dry now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. He's picked his way through. And this is Del Piero. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Kaka, good driving run. Thinks about the shot. And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Just cruising! There! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And that has been knocked clear. And he's there to get it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in plenty of space here. Good ball. Shot a goal! Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here! Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's made its way to him. No goals as yet. That's good running with the ball.
Oh, really well played.
Now it's Kaka. Oh, that's fabulous. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Del Piero. That's tidy. And he's had a hit. He's got away with one there. Just more than 15 minutes till half. And a chance! It is a fantastic goal. About as smooth as it gets. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well read, nice interception. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Best? That's a cute ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nice control. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cafu is always looking to play quality ball. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Arsenal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly on the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kaka gets it clear. Out again for a throw-in. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's a key interception. Back into the middle. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, important interception. Kaka takes a shot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's straight offside.
बोलो भाई सब्सक्राइब कर दो जो बना नया देख रहे हो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दिए लाइक कर देना.
And it's PK. Great vision. best, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Messi. João Pedro. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be...
Messi! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cleared without complication. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. And it's pulled back. And he's there to clear it.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's a throw-in. Now there's a fine ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that was nowhere near his best. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Batistuta. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that has been clubbed away. And this is Hazard. It's Hazard! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Hazard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's the end. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
And the
mood is boisterous.
good
It is a
morning,
perfect
welcome to stream.
ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's picked it up out wide. Steaming. And Messi!
Messi made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
And he's been shifted off it. Pele! And that's been slipped through. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does and
takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Oh, off the bar! Arsenal are looking to go forward now. That is good alertness. De Jong is the team's great visionary. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are...
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's bounced back off the post. Quick look, then plays it in. Messi. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Irwin goes on a run down the left wing. Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Del Piero. Irwin providing an outlet on that flank. That's the throw. And he's gone long. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Del Piero. It's a throw-in. Looking to play him in. And this is Cruyff. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Plays a sharp little ball here. No outsmarting him this time. Now, can they get him away? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
And a shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Irwin. Baresi. Always a very imposing presence at the back. Irwin. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That looks a good ball through. Ronaldo could try cutting inside here. This their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now it's Pele. In it comes.
Lexington clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Chance! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's
Cristiano Ronaldo! They want to be quick to recover this. Fires it in low. Chance, surely! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't...
Great chance! Oh, taken with style! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying...
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Piqué. Cruyff looks to get on the end of this. De Jong. And it's Olmo. Pele. Searching pass he's played there. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the dynamic Carval is someone I like looking out for because he just has a lovely energy to what he does. Always adventurous. He'll be making those runs continually throughout the game and still looking to get back in position. And when he gets in a crossing position, believe me, he can deliver.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. No way through. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This Del Piero! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Del Piero. And he's in on goal. And now they can spring out of defence. Dani Olmo. And he's there to make the challenge. Dani Olmo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Xavi Alonso. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Arsenal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Piqué. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Irwin goes on a charge down the left. Lyon look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And it's Del Piero. He's gone for goal! It's a goal kick. He's found a way through. Brilliantly cut out. That is lovely. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Cruyff. Caresses it through. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Dani Olmo stood his ground strongly. Now that is a hefty challenge. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Arsenal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, that has not gone well. Ambitious ball here. Oh no, this does not look good. And he shoots!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now it's Del Piero. Shot could be on. Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Dani Olmo. And the pass is intercepted.
Such good technique.
Kaká gets into some space. Oh, well played, well played. And Messi! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Picked Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal have their 3rd corner. Messi plays it short. Lyon are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic. Lyon ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Best. Now it's Del Piero. Cruyff. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to play it through. And he's cut it out. Xavi Alonso. Messi. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Olmo. Great defending, strong and determined. Arsenal have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. The message is clear, none shall pass. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kaká. Best. Carvajal kept aware, and it is reclaimed
Hello
easily.
friends, hello, good
And it's
morning, good
Ibrahimovic.
morning. Bolo bhai, welcome to
Board
stream.
shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ibrahimovic. Cafu was in no mood for it. And we're done. Arsenal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Son Heung-min in acres of space out wide. Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, his chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop.
A header! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Irwin picks it up out wide. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
No luck with that dink over the top. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Irwin, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Big chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Puyol. Oh, can he get onto this? Messi. Yaya Toure. Piqué gets across to intercept that. And it's half-time here. Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Rafinha. And it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. A hefty... Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Arsenal really could have done without this. Schmeichel looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Rooney. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Puyol is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It'll be a throw-in. Forlan. Now it's Rafinha. Irwin. Del Piero. He's going for goal! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Cannavaro.
Arsenal may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Well, that has not gone well. Into the last quarter of an hour. Messi.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rooney is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well played, well played. Saliba gets good distance on it. Forlan did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Borussia Dortmund go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Cannavaro. Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Rafinha. Saliba. Saliba is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Puyol. Saliba. Cannavaro. 4 extra minutes added on. Yaya Toure. And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the...
भाई किस्मत खराब हो तो क्या करेगा भाई, कितना ज्यादा फोन क्या हो रहा है कि मालूम नहीं। प्लेयर रन नहीं कर रहा है ना।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Kaka. Yaya Toure. And here's Cruyff. Irwin. Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar. Kaka. Best. And he can clear it away. Del Piero is herring after that one. And it's Messi. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cafu. Arsenal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Caceres calmly anticipates. Del Piero.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
De Bruyne. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Kaka. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. It's run loose here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Del Piero.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Piqué. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And here's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Gets good distance on it. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Irwin goes short. And a chance! Superb goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Driving on and making good progress, and it's skewed away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's had a hit. Now, who's going to... That's another chance. He's
हेलो
got
भाई
away
बोलो
with
बोलो
one
वेलकम
there.
टू स्टीम भाई
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Neymar. That is a brilliant interception.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. It's a goal kick. Baresi picks it up from the goal kick. Irwin. He is through here. Now it's Cruyff. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Oh, he's found support out wide. Showing good feet. Arsenal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And this is Messi. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's been played through. Cruyff is having a shot! Really well taken goal. And surely now the result beyond doubt. One sweeping move executed.
क्या बोलूँ यार, नेटवर्क इशू ना, इसलिए मैंने 2 गोल मारा था ना, फिर भी वो मैच हार गया। डिवीजन क्या यार, नेटवर्क।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Face to shapes to shoot! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now that's well seen too. Can he spark a counter here? Can he latch on to this? That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Del Piero in acres of space out wide. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time.
Chance! Superb by Inzaghi! About as smooth as it gets! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the key.
Bullish header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tries to play it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, it's a great ball here. Del Piero.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here.
And they are soaring! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Del Piero. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Cafu. That's a promising run he's making on the right. That's a pretty loose pass. That's a sharp pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, they can break here. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well,
Del Piero. Driving on and making good progress. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he plays one through.
Well, the way this game is...
Could be danger here. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
But he's been bundled over. That is a foul. Left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
हेलो पेरेंट्स, हेलो नेटवर्क का इशू चल रहा है ज़्यादा.
Hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well.